one team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the USC Trojans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Wolverines will kick this deep to begin the game. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And the Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. And their fair catch is made. A smart decision in rainy conditions like this. First down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial third down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Tackle made after just a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Can he get there on the ground? Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Snags a quick throw. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. The punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. At that time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Ball carrier tackled there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Single back. Takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. When he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. And suddenly we have a lead change on that punt return for a touchdown.
You know, sometimes the difference in a game can be the special teams. I know personally I get so caught up in studying the offense and the defense, it's easy sometimes to overlook how big of a deal field position can be, and plays like this can be to the outcome of a game. We all just got a great reminder.
They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. Off the play fake on first down. Looking right, this one caught. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Defense is coming after him. Breaking tackles. Trying to extend the play. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Hands off to the left. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot. No flag, brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And the Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Gets rid of it on the move. Finds his man. It's Banks. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Trying to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Pressure is coming. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fighting him off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's clocked in the crossing pattern. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They tackled him right at the 35-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around, and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And now the running back's got it again. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He finds his target. He has the first. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Oh, the bootleg here fools the defense completely. He gets out in the corner, and he's got the option to run it or throw it. Nice, accurate throw in rhythm and a first down.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, Wolverines. That puts him on top in the 2nd half. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous. He's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Finds room at the 30. He has first down yardage at the 46. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. offense has a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Strong. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Linebacker shifting around now. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Launches downfield. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Trojans offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Give it to the back again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the jet sweep here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 49, Gannon University, 24.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Trojans. It was a foot race and he won it.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for two to try to take the lead.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout or they check him out. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Your worst case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He'll hand it off.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Handoff heading left. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And now in a driving rainstorm, this field goal attempt is for the win. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points.